All right, let's talk about a technological shift that is right on our doorstep. I mean, we're talking about something so big, it's being compared to the invention of the computer and even the internet itself. This is all about the quantum revolution. And we're going to dive into the official US blueprint for navigating it and figure out what it really means for all of us.
And that's not just hype. That's a direct quote from the scientists who are deep in this work. We're standing on the edge of something that's poised to redefine, well, everything, from medicine and finance to our national security. And believe me, this isn't science fiction anymore. It's really the next chapter of our world.
So, what exactly is this quantum revolution? Well, at its core is a field called quantum information science, or QIS. And yeah, the name sounds pretty intense, but the big idea is actually this incredible mashup of two brilliant concepts from the last century. It's what you get when you smash together the totally weird, mind-bending rules of quantum physics with the information theory that gave us our digital world. So think about it like this. A normal computer bit, right? It's like a light switch. It's either on or it's off, 1 or 0. But a quantum bit, a qubit, thanks to something called superposition, it can be both on and off at the same time. And it gets crazier. With entanglement, you can link these qubits, and the state of one instantly tells you the state of another, no matter how far apart they are. It's like a whole new way of talking to the universe. So you might be wondering, who's steering the ship for the US in this brand new quantum era? The answer might actually surprise you. It's a government agency that's been kind of quietly shaping our tech world for more than 100 years, the National Institute of Standards and Technology, or, as you'll hear me say, NIST. And NIST is no newcomer here. Seriously, they've been a global leader in quantum science for decades, building up the kind of deep expertise you absolutely need to guide a country through a change this big. Their work has already paved the way for some amazing technologies, really setting the stage for America's leadership. So what does NIST actually do? Well, you can think of them as the architects of trust for this new quantum age. See, they're not necessarily building every single quantum computer themselves. Instead, they're creating the master blueprints, the super precise measuring tools, and the rulebook that everyone can use. They provide those fundamental standards so that thousands of companies and scientists can innovate and compete, all on a level playing field. But NIST gets it. A revolution this huge, you can't do it alone. To build a nation that's truly ready for quantum, you need a whole ecosystem of players. And that's where things get really interesting. It all starts with a strong foundation in academia. So NIST has gone and embedded itself with top-tier universities, like the University of Colorado Boulder and the University of Maryland. They've created these joint institutes that are way more than just partnerships on paper. They are absolute powerhouses, where the next wave of quantum breakthroughs is being born right now. So just how big is this team we're talking about? Get this. The network that NIST has pulled together includes more than 250 organizations. That is a massive slice of the entire U.S. innovation engine, all pointing in the same direction.
This whole network has a name, the Quantum Economic Development Consortium, and NIST helps run it. Now look who's at the table. It's not just academics. We're talking over 180 companies, from tiny little startups to huge global corporations, all working together with the government and universities. This is what it looks like to build a real national quantum capability.
And you can see that teamwork goes all the way to the top. NIST lends its deep technical know-how to really critical partners. Think the Department of Defense, the Department of Energy, and DARPA. It ensures the whole U.S. government is on the same page and moving together on what is a huge national priority. Okay, so we've met the team, we've seen the strategy, but this is where it all gets real. How does all this science and collaboration actually move out of the lab and turn into technology that could change your life? NIST is really focusing its work on 5 key areas that are all connected. First, of course, is building the actual quantum computers. Then it's about developing these incredibly sensitive sensors that can literally see the world in new ways. They're also creating the hardware for quantum networks to connect everything, all synchronized by the most accurate atomic clocks on the planet. And, maybe most importantly, none of this works without investing in the people, the workforce of scientists and engineers who are going to build this future. And the potential payoff here is just staggering. I mean, imagine discovering new, life-saving drugs in just a few months instead of a decade, because you can perfectly simulate molecules. Or what about navigation systems so precise they don't even need GPS? That would make everything from global shipping to national defense that much more resilient. This isn't just about making things a little better. It's a fundamental leap forward for our whole society. But there's another side to this coin. The very thing that makes a quantum computer so powerful, that incredible processing ability, well, it also creates one of the biggest security challenges we've ever faced. And this, right here, is the heart of the problem. A powerful enough quantum computer could theoretically crack the encryption that protects almost everything in our digital lives. I'm talking about your bank account, your private messages, all your online shopping, even top national secrets. All of it. Just vulnerable. But NIST isn't just sitting around waiting for that to happen. They've been in a race to build our defenses. And in a huge milestone, just this year, they published the world's first ever standards for what's called Post-Quantum Cryptography, or PQC. These are totally new types of encryption, designed from the ground up to be safe from attacks by today's computers and tomorrow's quantum computers. This isn't just some minor technical update. This is basically a digital shield for the 21st century. These new standards are what will protect trillions of dollars in e-commerce, our national security secrets, and the brilliant ideas that power American companies. It's a huge, proactive move to lock down our digital world before the threat is even fully here. So we're really standing at this incredible moment in history. Thanks to a lot of foresight and collaboration, the foundation for the quantum age is being laid down as we speak. The science is turning into technology, and that future is coming at us way faster than you might think, which really leaves us with one big question. If you want to keep digging into this incredible topic, NIST's quantum site is really the best place to start. Thanks so much for joining me on The Explainer.